Good morning, everyone. This is Sandeep Singh from the Asian Overseas. I'm going to start a speaking session today. So, first of all, just find the link on your WhatsApp numbers and we can send further. You guys can be ready with your questions. Just type your questions in the chat box. So, I will try to get the answers about the 10 to 10. Good morning, guys. Hey, Meenakshi, good morning. Good morning, Lalita Chaudhary. So don't waste your time. You can just put your questions in the chat box. So I'll start discussing about the same. Hi, Shweta. Good morning. Good morning, Sumit. How are you? Are you guys ready for the mock test? The usual Saturday, 9:10 is there. At the time, you guys used to wait outside the institute in the rows. Two guys are going into the classes, just checking your list. Huh? Missing that? Good morning, Meenakshi. Instead of good morning, just put some questions as well. Yeah, Sunil Kumarji, namaskar. Sunil Kumar, I point. Yes, Meenakshi. Questions, please. Okay, Lalita, you guys are ready. So, in which building? Old building or new building? At home. So, yesterday someone asked me about to discuss the questions on laughter. I can start by meanwhile. If you guys have any query, you can put in the chat box. That is the topic number 22 in the IELTS speaking assistant application. The first question about this topic is, did you laugh a lot recently? Uh, you can say that yes, if you want to say that yes. I watched a movie, comedy movie, Three Idiots, and that made me laugh a lot. Any other incident you can mention about? Like I met with my friends after a long time. It was a reganging, and then we shared our college and school incidents, and then I laughed a lot. You can say that yes, I laughed a lot. Do you often make people laugh? You can say that yes, I have jovial nature, and I can make others laugh. I can crack jokes, and I also share the incident. So I love to make or get the smile on others' faces. I can make people laugh. Are you good at making people laugh? The same question is like the same. Uh, you can say not that good. I'm not a professional comedian, but still a lot of situations are there when I just share something and people they get interested in that and they laugh. Do you like movies that make you laugh? Of course, as life is full of stress nowadays. So I often watch movies which are related to comedy and I get entertainment. So I love movies which are based on comedy. Recently, as I earlier mentioned, I watched a movie Three Idiots, which is based on the relationship of three friends. It was awesome, actually. Is it important to you that you and your friends laugh together at the same time? I think it makes a sense when you are in a group, you are together, and you and your friends they are laughing at the same time. It means there is a common situation. If only you are laughing and others are not enjoying that, it means that is an awkward situation. Others are not being familiar with that particular situation. So obviously, it is compulsory or it is important that other members of your group they also enjoy what you are enjoying actually. The last question about this list is, do you often watch TV programs that are funny? I'm not that much habitual of watching TV programs, but whenever I get time at weekends, particularly, then I watch some web series which are based on comedy. Actually, yes, there are many. I watch a TV program like Comedy Nights with Kapil. That is a program which makes me laugh a lot. I watch that program with my family every day, particularly at weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So this is a TV program I don't want to miss. Actually, it's the program for half an hour. I watch the key features of that program only. So this program is presented by Kapil Sharma that comes or broadcasts on Sony channel. And Kapil Sharma he invites celebrities and asks them some questions about their personal life. So that really makes me interested about that program. So this is a TV program which I often watch, which is based on comedy actually. Lalita Chaudhary's question is now: do you like hot weather? If I say no, I don't like hot weather because there is scorching heat outside. Because in my country, sometimes the temperature in the summer season reaches to 45 to even more than that. So that is really hard to survive actually. Even in hot weather, like a lot of diseases occur, and this is a weather which prosper the mosquitoes flies more, which are the common cause of many diseases. So particularly, I don't like hot weather. In comparison of that, winter is my favorite season, and I like the cool weather. When it's extremely cool, still you can survive inside your home, or you can wear warm clothes. You can survive, but that is really cumbersome and hard to survive in harsh weather conditions like hot weather. Aditi Sharma is asking, what is the impact of technology on the people related to physical activities? And Aditi, I think directly if we say that, that has a negative impact. The technology is reducing the physical activities, particularly it is making people's life sedentary. They are becoming prone to catch diseases. They are becoming obese. So it has almost a negative impact on physical activities. Somehow, if you take the example of some people, those are physically challenged. For them, technology is like a boon because the electronic wheelchairs are available. Some gadgets which are based on AI are available. People those are physically handicapped, they can give commands, virtual commands, and they can at least fulfill their task. But in context of physical activities, it has reduced the chance of physical workout. So it is taking people towards the diseases because of sedentary lifestyle. So it has a negative impact. Right. Yes, guys, more questions? Uh, I'm going to discuss the topic patience actually. That is topic number 15 in the IELTS Assistant application. The first question is about, are you patient? You can say that yes, I consider myself mature enough because I don't just give or take decisions in hurry. I think twice before making any decision. I even take the suggestion of others. I don't even get aggressive easily. So that's the way I can consider myself a patient person. Have you ever lost your patience? Yes, it has happened many times. When something wrong against you is happening again and again, that makes you impatient about. I have become impatient many times while driving, when even I'm following the rules and other people on the road, they are just driving rashly. That has made me impatient. Even in case of public services, when you are just engaged somewhere and you have to get something from the public service and there is a long queue, even the people those are working there, they are not giving the value to your time. That time sometimes I become impatient. These are certain situations. uh, Aditi Sharma is asking, do businessmen need to wear dark clothes? It is not compulsory, I guess. It is not compulsory, but they should wear formal clothes. It is not based on the color choice actually. They can wear dark clothes like black suit or any brown suit. Even if they wear kind of cream stuff or white stuff, that even looks decent on them. But it depends on the type of clothing actually, style of clothing. I guess it is suggested to wear, they should wear that some formal clothes because they have to be part of the social gatherings. They have to give a decent look to others. So it is not about the color choice, about dark or light, but I guess they should wear formal clothes. If we are saying about other professions, about if doctors are there or people those are in hospitality business or those are cooking something, they should wear light cloth instead of dark, because when a doctor is working in a hospital and he is treating patients, if there is any blood spot or like if his clothes are dirty because they wear white apron, so it seems that they can change their clothes in order to reduce the chances of infections. Same with the person who is working in a kitchen. Like if his clothes are dirty, he should still change it in order to reduce the chances of infection or to improve the hygienicness. But in case of businessmen, I don't think so there is any need to wear the dark clothes. It depends on the occasion or people, they have different choices. But the clothing style should be decent actually. Baljit Singh is asking sir questions related to after. Sir, I just made it clear, sir. Just you asked me yesterday and I made it clear. You can just watch the video again. Meanwhile, you are just sending me some questions. I'm going to continue with the same. Do you think patience is important? Of course, I guess. It if you are patient, it not only improves the quality of your decisions, but also reduces the chances of errors. Because when you are aggressive and you are taking any decision, you're out of your mind. You are not looking towards the consequences of that situation or the decision you are going to take. But when you are calm, you are recapitulating the things, the chances of quality in your decision and chances of increases, and chances of some mistakes, I think we can reduce. Subhash Thakurji is asking, while learning a foreign language, which part is easier? You can take the example of English, sir. Every language has 4 parts: listening, reading, writing, speaking. So, Subhash Thakur, you tell me about which part of IELTS you find easier. That would be your answer. I'll give you the justification why. But first of all, you mentioned that which part you find the easiest actually. Aditi Sharma is asking, will working till late night affect the productivity of next day? Of course, ma'am. Of course. If you are working till late night, it is it can be okay in certain conditions when you have month end or when you have any important project to complete, then you should work till late night. Otherwise, you can see that if you are not getting proper sleep, so how you can ensure you will be physically and mentally active the very next day? So working till late night reduces the consciousness, and also there are some chances of errors. The very next day people, they feel asleep in the working hours, so it reduces the productivity actually. Okay, Thakur is ready with his answer, that he's saying speaking. So question was, while learning a foreign language, which part is easier? I guess speaking is easier, because a person learns how to communicate in verbal way, but it is very tough to express our ideas in a foreign language in writing manner. You can take the example of Punjabi. I have already given that example. Punjabi is a language, and you can, Thakur, I guess you can also speak Punjabi language. But if I say you just write down Punjabi, you can't. So they are asking which is easier. I guess speaking part is easier, the verbal part is easier, but the written course, that is difficult. Of any language, even in English, people, they can communicate, they can speak, they can express their ideas. I have seen a lot of people, they are not qualified, they speak fluent English, but if they have to write in something, they are unable actually. Yes, more questions. Aditi Sharma is saying, what is the difference between giving information by phone or email? Well, no doubt these both are very prominent part of communication nowadays. But if I say that the difference or the qualities of email, first of all, well, email is an authentic way of information. If you're writing down something to someone, that will be kept as a record. So email can be considered as an authentic way of information. Even at a single time, you can send a mail to thousand or million of people. That is not possible in case of call. You cannot convey a message through mobile phone while making a call to everyone actually, but mail can make that. Even in email, you can attach something, you can send any attachment, any photograph or any content, so person while reading email, he can just get that as well, so it becomes very clear and you can convey your message in appropriate manner. But if I say about the mobile phone, still it is having a lot of benefits. Actually, you get a personal attachment when you're making a call to someone. Through email, I guess, for example, if you're wishing a birthday to your friend, if you're just going to mail to him or her, that even not give you satisfaction, neither to you nor to that person who is reading that mail. But if you just spare some time and make a call to that person, definitely it's gonna make a huge difference. So that's the benefit of making a call. Even that mobile call doesn't need mobile connectivity, internet connectivity. For email, you need skill to write down. For example, your parents, even they can talk over mobile phone, but they can't mail. In such cases, I'm just giving an example. Elders, they can't mail, but they can easily talk over the phone. So using mobile phone is convenient in comparison of writing a mail. So both the parameters, both the modes of communication have their own merits. You can make a comparison. These are the differences actually between communicating over mobile or through email. Minakshi Dabari is asking, what is your attitude towards writing? First of all, you need to understand what is attitude. That is Nazariya. Well, writing is the best form of communication, I guess. It is an authentic form of communication to preserve the records as well, in comparison of speaking, I guess. And it requires more skills to learn a language. Writing is, if a person has a strong command of writing, it means that person knows that language very well. We can't judge a person's command on language by his speaking abilities. So my attitude towards writing is just a salute. A person who can write down, it means he is knowledgeable. Baljit Singh is asking why people use mobile phones in public places. Baljit, actually mobile is we can say that assistant actually. It is our helper. People, they carry mobile phone just to be connected with their family, with their office, with their social life. When people go to public places, there are certain chances of some mishappening. So if you have a mobile phone, you can still be connected with your family. Even nowadays, people, they go to public places for shopping actually. So they are looking to make payments through mobile phones. They try to make payments, online. So they need no need to carry the cash actually. That's why people carry mobile phones. Even when they go to public places, they like some views there and they like to capture. So mobile phone assists people to capture some photographs. So these are the particular reasons why I take mobile when I go to a public place, and the same with you, right? Aditi Sharma is asking, what is more important at work for you? Relationship with coordinators, or developing skills? Well, for me, it is more important for me is to develop skills. And in that development of skills, one skill would be to coordinate with the counterparts. For example, if you are saying me in my office, what is more important for me to improve my communication and to make better management, or to be good with the other members of the staff, I'll say I'll go for my improvement. Because why I am deserving that workplace? Just because of my skills. So if you ask me what is more important, I will pay concentration more on my work rather than my relationship with my colleagues. If I'm doing my work properly, I can easily be in good books of my colleagues. And even during that particular period, I will learn the skill as well, that how to be good with your counterparts. Counterparts are the people who are working with you or at the same position. Two people at the same position, actually, they are called the counterparts, right? Mr. Roadbrand is saying, do you think patience is important? Of course, sir. If you are impatient, means you can make errors in your actions because you are taking something in hurry. There are chances of mistakes. As there is a phrase that hurry, curry, and worry all are bad. Hurry means when you are just doing something fast. That curry means something spicy. You know the impact of eating something spicy. And worry means the stress. These all are bad. So in the same manner, it is very important to be patient instead of just being aggressive or just to lose your temper. If you are patient, if you're patient, you can improve the quality in your decisions, and you can also reduce the chances of errors, right? Dilbag Dillo is asking, what is more important for you, good environment of work or good salary package, but not good environment? Well, for me, good environment is important, because we have seen, if we are getting good salary, where we are going to utilize that? That is salary we will utilize to watch movie, to purchase something, or to get some gadgets, to make ourselves cool, to make ourselves happy. But if I'm getting less salary, but my environment is fantabulous, like I'm enjoying my working hours, I love to go to my office the very next morning, it means I'm enjoying my life. Salary becomes secondary then. For me, actually, working environment is more important. Where I'm working, I'm mentally I'm mentally fit there. People, they are just concerned about my health, about my social life, and they give respect to me, and same I give to others. So at the time, I think salary is not the concern. It's not the first priority for me. I guess the relationship or the peace or environment, that matters more for me. Aditi Sharma is asking, should children be allowed to sit with their friends, or it should be decided by teachers? I guess it depends, actually, Aditi, but it should be decided by teacher. In my personal experience, it should be decided by teacher, because if friends, they will sit together, definitely they are not going to do something productive when teacher is in the class. Take an example. If I'm taking a class and you're sitting with a friend, what's the benefit? During the class, you are not allowed to talk, or you are not supposed to ask something from a friend. So what's the benefit of sitting? If you're sitting with a best friend, definitely when teacher is teaching, you are not going to talk with him or her. It means if that person is familiar with you, you will just continuously talk with that person. So being a teacher, I will definitely like to separate you guys, and I think it should be according to a teacher, because a teacher has to maintain an equilibrium in the class. A teacher has to make students sit according to different levels. Actually, if there is one student good and one student of average level, if they both are sitting together, that can motivate each other, actually. So I think it is important to sit according to teachers, because they are experienced, they know how to handle a class. That was the personal question, I guess. You guys just come back. I will allow you to sit together. Don't worry. Raman Battan is asking, why do people like news which won't have any impact on them? I don't think so. People, they are that crazy. They are watching such kind of news which are not related to their life. But if you say that why they watch, just to grab some knowledge about other aspects, actually. For example, you are a student and you are still watching a news from other country, even about the business or something. It means you are looking to grab something new. So that is the only reason people, they watch news about other things. It is the same like you are a student of IELTS and you are still reading something, a book in other language or of other context. It means you are just looking to enhance your wisdom. Next question is, do you think being patient is an important part of being polite? Yes, sir. If you are patient, then only you can be polite. But if you are aggressive, definitely that will come in your words, in your actions. So what is politeness? You are speaking soft, you are smiling. It means you are just humble by nature. But if you are losing your temper, you can't just show these gestures in your behavior, actually. So being like patient is like the soul of being polite. You can take the example of your parents. If they are patient, definitely they are polite. You can take the example of your mother in comparison of your father. Definitely females are more patient than males, and they speak softer. They seem polite, actually. But males, they are impatient, like in comparison of female, and they are a bit rude. They are not polite. So being patient is, I guess, the key point to be polite. Should children be involved in management activities? I guess yes. What kind of management activities actually they are facing? First of all, in their families, when there is any function or there is any like decision is being made in the family, at the time I think children should be involved. At least they will learn something that can help them in their academic as well as in their social life. They will learn easily in a practical manner how to organize certain things. Even if that is in the case of school, if there is any function being organized or there is any context about the class, so I think children should be involved, students should be involved, so they can learn something. They will come with some problems, they will come over even from the such problems. They will learn problem solving skill in that way. And I guess management about the time, about the money, about the relationship, they will learn. So they should be involved. Aditi is there. Is it important for children in school to get along well with others? I guess yes. In school, you not only just grab the academic knowledge, but many other skills can be learned. If you are not talking or like you are not considering to talk with others, actually, you cannot learn such skills like cooperation, communication, decision making, leadership. So it's quite important that a child in the classroom talks with other students, even with the teachers. So that is important actually. Dhyan Shankarji is asking, at what age children should be considered as adults? I guess when they have completed their secondary education, when they're going to be in college actually. Because when they have to be in college, they are mature enough. At the time they should be considered adult. They have to go out or away from their families. So till schooling they are living with their families actually, but for the higher education they have to live apart. So if they are considered adult, at least they will get the authority to get the license or to get their bank accounts, so they can survive easily. They would not be dependent on their parents. So after schooling, I guess a child should be considered an adult, because he can survive then easily. Aditi is asking, how should one behave in office to get along well with others? A person should behave polite and he should be extrovert, because if like newcomer is just joining an office and he is an introvert kind of person, definitely no one would like to get along with that person. So it's quite obvious that that person becomes extrovert. He likes to greet and to be part of the office like activities that will make him familiar. That person easily will become familiar with others, and that once he is familiar with other members, not only the person's productivity but the office productivity will improve or will be improved. Meenakshi is asking, what is the difference between the advice of younger and older people? Ma'am, an elder one will give you advice from his experience, actually, his own experience, and he or she will give you one advice only, which is best for you. They will not make you confused. But younger ones, they will load you with multiple advices because they have heard a lot. They haven't experienced something on them actually. Whatsoever the knowledge they have read something from books, they have learned from others experiences actually. So they will give you a lot of advices. For example, if you are looking to buy something and you ask to an elder person, definitely they will ask you to go to the shop and will tell you the benefits of that as well, will definitely make your mind. They will not make you confused. But if you'll ask to a young person, they will ask you to buy something online. Along with that, they will ask you, you can also try in the market, you can also take second hand or new one. They will just give you that kind of suggestions because they haven't experienced something like that. So elder people, their suggestions are pretty mature. Uh, Hcore, you just came. Hi. Dhyan Shankar, what kind of things children need nowadays? Sir, children, they need electrical gadgets. If you are asking about things, they need electrical gadgets because that is important or integral part of their education. Even they want to be self-dependent. They are also looking to prepare themselves for the future's sake that they have to tackle. They have to do job. They have to live apart from their families. So electrical gadgets, familiarity with the electrical gadgets can easily make them self-dependent. Other things, they need freedom. They want to make their own decisions. Actually, they want to do things of their own wish. They are not looking to follow the instructions of the parents. These are the certain things nowadays children they are looking for. Actually, Meenakshi Rani, how do you feel when you could not achieve your goal? How do you feel when you are not able to achieve your goal? Like, I feel sometimes demotivated when I know that the goal could be achieved, it was in my capacity. Then I feel demotivated. But when something was a goal was really easy and I couldn't achieve that, I feel demotivated. But when I know that that goal was beyond my limits, but still I made a try, I get motivated. I just hold my back and try to get the same again. Do you think what should we do for fighting new diseases like coronavirus? Sir, I guess we need to make a stability in everything about. First of all, as we know that from where corona came, actually, as per the assumption, it came from animals. Actually, it came from people are saying it is the aggression of the nature. So first thing we should learn about, the new diseases should not occur. Actually, we are already not able to just tackle some diseases, some chronic diseases. Actually, so how we can assume to tackle with new diseases? So first and foremost thing that we have to do is we have to maintain an equilibrium in the ecosystem, because most of the diseases are just because of the imbalance in the nature. Actually, we are exploiting the nature a lot. That is giving us back something in wrong way. Actually, so first thing we can do, that we have to maintain an equilibrium in the nature. We should not consume the natural resources at that pace. The second thing could be about the improvement in technology, that we can get some like diagnosis of such problems, the diseases. If you can take an example, if scientists of China or any other country, if they couldn't explore the nature of corona, that it is an infectious disease that can be spread from touching of someone, so how couldn't we control it? At least we are controlling it. That is because of the science. So we need to develop the science as well, to diagnose as well as to find the treatment. Now people, they are suffering with corona, but still they are getting relief. They are being isolated. They are being admitted in the or like hospitals. They are getting treatment there. So two aspects are there. First of all, don't let the disease come. That is, we have to protect the nature. And second thing is about, we have to work on technology more. Actually, Aditi is asking, do you think that teachers are more strict nowadays than past? No, not at all. Teachers nowadays, they are really friendly by nature, because they are working more on human nature or development of skills, rather than giving emphasis on academic skills only. In the past, the only the primary goal of a teacher was to inculcate an academic knowledge only. But now teachers, they are trained to ensure the holistic development of children. So nowadays teachers, they are not giving any kind of mental or physical torture to the children. Actually, so I guess today's teachers are less strict. You can take my example. I am the epitome, isn't that, Aditi? Dhyan Shankarji is asking, do you think that mother and father have different role in children's life? Exactly, sir. As a father, he has to fulfill the basic needs of the family. He teaches the management skills, decision making, because he involves himself more in outside world. And mother is basically, she is responsible for the moral values inculcation, and she ensures the physical growth of a child by giving him proper food. So they both have different responsibilities in the growth or in the foster care of a child. Baljit Singh is asking, what do you think education system of your country is good or not? Well, to evaluate the education system of a country, you need to go through the people's or the success actually. If people are getting sufficient jobs and they are surviving, and country is growing economically as well as socially, the education system is, I guess, fine. If you say about my country's people, they consider that education system is not good, but according to the according to the X surveys and experiences, the education system of India is the best in the world actually, because it involves lot of exercises, and people, no doubt, they are theoretically more better than the practically. But I think whenever you stuck in a problem, the theory helps you a lot. So the Indian education system is considered the best in the world, sir. That's why people, like countries, they are looking to hire students from our country. But still, if you want to judge, the parameter is to judge the success, social and economical success of that country. But if you take the example of India, so people, the crime rate is really high. So it means people are not well educated, and people, they are qualified but still not able to get jobs. So I can consider the education system of my country is not up to mark. Next question is by Dhyan Shankarji. Guys, last 5 minutes are there, so I also have to discuss a cue card. You can put the cue card, whatsoever the first cue card would be. I'll discuss that only. Dhyan Shankar is asking, do you think that by hitting children can understand the discipline? It means you are talking about corporal punishment. No, sir. For a moment you can, but soon that child will become arrogant. He will be impatient about. He will be aggressive. So giving corporal punishment is not the ultimate solution to change the behavior of a child. By giving counseling, by setting some examples, I guess we can mold the child's behavior. Didi Sharma is asking, I will definitely give you your example. Okay. Aditi, a person with whom you like to work with. Okay. So guys, today's cue card is that a person with whom you like to work with, like to study or work with. The complete cue card is that, Aditi, right? So I'm an extrovert kind of person. I love to spend time with others in every context. Like whenever I have to study, I always seek a person with whom I can sit together and I can share my ideas. That helps me a lot. In the same way, whenever I have to complete a work or I have given a task, I again look for a company that the work can be done in less time with more productivity and the errors can be reduced. So I have done, if I say about the benefits of working with someone, as I earlier mentioned, if you are working with someone, you can reduce the errors because that person can give you suggestions time to time. You can also improve the quality because the many minds actually. Even the third thing is that you can make that work finished in less time. So I have done a lot of things or with different people. Like in the school time, I did some projects with my classmates. In the society where I live, there are a lot of my friends with whom I have organized such functions and some social contents actually, and many more. But here I would like to talk about a person who is always on the top of my priority list, with whom I love to study or work with. His name is Amit. Actually, he is one of my best friends. He is of same age as mine. He is a person with dynamic personality. He is very studious person, and he understands me very well. That is the biggest reason I love to work or study with this person. There are many qualities which I would like to mention. First of all, he is an intelligent person. He has good IQ level. So whenever I get in fix or dilemma, he is the person who comes in front and helps me every time. The second thing is that he is a good organizer. He knows that how to cooperate with the different, like the second person, and when to interrupt or when to support actually. So he is a good motivator as well. Whenever I'm doing something good, he motivates me. And when he's a good critic as well. Whenever I'm not just following the right path, he interrupts me and just suggests me about the right path as well. He is very jolly by nature. He can crack the joke. He can make me laugh. I still remember a lot of moments when we were together and I was stressed, but he made some jokes and he cracked some jokes and he put some examples in front of me of different people, and he just took me out from that particular depression actually. And he is very cooperative by nature. He consider himself at back and gives the opportunity to the another person in front actually. I still remember the moment when I was to organize a trip for Shimla that was organized by my school authorities. So basically, he was chosen for organizing that trip, but then he gave me the opportunity, and he was assisting me only. So I became the face, but I found that whatsoever I made just because of that person. So whenever there is a situation when I need someone's help, Amit is the person with whom I am always looking to work or study with. Right? Road brand, are there any situation when your voice changes? Sir, cue card में change हो जाती है. Yes, sir. Whenever I am suffering with cold, my voice changes. Or whenever I am just emotional or enthusiastic, then you can see the fumbleness or some changes or fluctuations in my voice. First of all, जब आपको cold होता है तो आपकी voice, change हो जाती है. And second thing is that जब आप थोड़ा emotional होते हो या excited होते हो, so that excitement and emotional touch that comes in your voice actually in pitch, so it fluctuates sometimes. Okay, guys, I hope we made it. I'll get 5 minutes. I have to prepare the session for the basic students. I'm just taking the grammar sessions. If you guys are still not good in grammar, you can still join that session. And keep liking, just sharing and subscribing the channel, because my target is to reach 1,000 subscribers first. Then I can make the videos conveniently over the mobile phone. Now I have to arrange a lot of setups actually. So just share on WhatsApp the link of the website or this channel actually. Ask your friends. Not only they can learn, but also we can get the benefits, and it will become really convenient for the future sake as well. Right, sir? Thank you.